Tonight, you are about to embark on a journey that will transform not just your sleep, but your entire reality. As you settle into this moment, know that you have chosen to activate the most powerful force that exists within you, the eternal flame of creation that burns brighter than any star in the universe. This is not just another sleep story. This is your invitation to step into the realm where your deepest desires are not just dreams, but inevitable realities waiting to unfold. If you stay with me through this journey, you will discover the ancient secret that mystics and manifestation masters have known for centuries, that within you burns a flame so powerful, so eternal, that it can transform any limitation into limitless possibility. You will learn to kindle this flame, to work with its transformative power, and most importantly, you will fall into the deepest, most restorative sleep while your subconscious mind absorbs every truth that will reshape your reality. So find your most comfortable position, allow your body to sink deeper into wherever you are resting, and prepare to meet the flame that has been waiting your entire life to show you who you truly are and what you are truly capable of creating. Close your eyes now, and take your first conscious breath into the sacred space we are creating together. Feel the weight of your body being supported completely, every muscle beginning to soften and release as you recognize that this moment is yours, this time is yours, this transformation is yours. As you breathe in slowly and deeply, imagine that with each inhalation you are drawing in pure potential, pure possibility, and with each gentle exhale you are releasing every doubt, every fear, every limiting belief that has ever convinced you that your dreams were too big or too far away. The air you breathe carries within it the essence of infinite creation, molecules of possibility that have traveled across galaxies and through dimensions to reach you in this perfect moment when you are finally ready to receive them, finally open to allowing them to work their magic within the deepest layers of your being. You are walking now along a path that seems to appear beneath your feet with each step you take. This path is made of something that looks like crushed starlight, shimmering and warm beneath your bare feet, each step sending tiny waves of golden light rippling outward in all directions. The sensation beneath your feet is unlike anything you have ever experienced in the physical world. It is soft like the finest sand, warm like sun-heated stone, yet it sparkles and gleams with an inner light that seems to recognize you, to welcome you, to celebrate your presence with each gentle footfall. The air around you is perfectly temperate, carrying the gentle warmth of a summer evening mixed with the crisp clarity of mountain air, and as you breathe it in, you feel your entire being expanding, opening, preparing for something magnificent that your soul has been anticipating for longer than you can remember. The landscape around you is unlike anything you have ever seen in the waking world, yet somehow familiar, as if you have visited this place countless times in dreams you can barely recall upon waking. Rolling hills of the softest emerald green stretch as far as your eyes can see, dotted with trees that seem to glow from within, their leaves catching light that comes from no visible sun but seems to emanate from the very fabric of this reality itself. These trees are ancient beyond measure, their trunks wide and gnarled with the wisdom of eons, their roots extending deep into dimensions you cannot see but can feel pulsing with the heartbeat of creation itself. Flowers bloom in impossible colors throughout this magical landscape, violets that shimmer with silver threads running through their petals, roses that pulse with deep amber light as if tiny suns were nested within their centers, daisies that seem to be made of crystallized moonbeams, their white petals translucent and luminous. Each flower, each blade of grass, each leaf on every tree vibrates with the same energy that you feel beginning to awaken within your own chest, a warm, tingling sensation that grows stronger with each step you take along this luminous path. As you continue walking, you begin to notice that your thoughts are becoming clearer, more focused, yet at the same time more peaceful than they have been in longer than you can remember. The constant chatter of worry and planning and analyzing that usually fills your mind has quieted to a gentle whisper, then to barely audible background noise, and finally to complete, blissful silence. In this silence, a deeper voice begins to emerge, the voice of your truest self, the part of you that has never forgotten your divine nature, never doubted your infinite worth, never questioned your ability to create whatever reality you choose to focus upon. This voice speaks not in words but in feelings, in knowings, in sudden moments of clarity that illuminate truths you have always suspected but never dared to fully believe. Every worry that seemed so important just moments ago feels distant now, like echoes of someone else's concerns that no longer have any claim on your attention. The bills you need to pay, the deadlines you need to meet, the people you need to please, all of these fade into insignificance as you remember that you are so much more than the collection of roles and responsibilities that you usually identify with. You are a divine being having a human experience, not a human being trying to have a divine experience. This recognition shifts something fundamental in your energy field, and you feel yourself becoming lighter, more buoyant, as if invisible weights that you have been carrying for years are finally being lifted from your shoulders. In their place, a deep knowing begins to emerge, a recognition that you are exactly where you are meant to be, doing exactly what you are meant to be doing, becoming exactly who you are meant to become. There is no rush, no urgency, no need to be anywhere other than right here, right now, walking this path of starlight toward whatever miraculous discovery awaits you. Time feels different here, stretched and golden, each moment containing within it the possibility of lifetimes of growth and transformation. You have all the time you need, all the time that exists, because time itself is responding to your relaxed state of being, slowing down to match your peaceful rhythm. The path curves gently ahead of you, winding through meadows filled with flowers that sing silent songs of joy and abundance. As you walk, you notice that the flowers turn toward you as you pass, as if they recognize you as a beloved friend returning home after a long journey. Their petals catch the mysterious light of this realm and reflect it back to you multiplied, creating cascades of rainbow illumination that dance around your body like friendly spirits celebrating your presence. The grass beneath the flowers is the deepest, richest green you have ever seen, so vibrant it almost hurts your eyes, yet somehow this intensity feels nourishing rather than overwhelming, as if this color green contains within it all the life force energy that has ever existed in any garden, any forest, any meadow that has ever grown upon the earth. The path leads through a grove of ancient trees whose branches interweave overhead to create a natural cathedral of living light. As you enter this sacred space, you feel the air itself becoming more substantial, more alive, humming within. Energy that makes your skin tingle with anticipation. These trees, you somehow understand without anyone needing to tell you, have been growing here since the beginning of time, their roots extending deep into the earth where they draw up the pure essence of creation itself, their branches reaching high into dimensions you cannot see but can feel calling to something deep within your soul. The bark of these trees is smooth and silvery, almost metallic in its luminescence, yet warm to the touch when you reach out to steady yourself against one massive trunk. The moment your palm makes contact with the tree, you feel a surge of ancient wisdom flowing into you, lifetimes of knowledge about the nature of reality, the power of focused intention, and the infinite love that underlies all existence. These trees whisper to you as you walk between them, their voices like wind through leaves but carrying words you understand in your heart rather than your ears. They tell you stories of other beings who have walked this path before you, seekers and dreamers and creators who came here to remember their true nature and claim their divine birthright. They speak of the countless realities that exist simultaneously, all of them accessible through the power of focused consciousness and unwavering faith. They remind you that you are not learning something new but remembering something ancient, not discovering abilities you never had but reclaiming abilities you temporarily forgot in the process of becoming human. The light filtering through the canopy above creates patterns on the ground that shift and dance as you move deeper into the grove. These patterns are not random but seem to be spelling out messages in a language older than words, symbols that bypass your logical mind and speak directly to your subconscious, downloading information that will unfold in your awareness over the coming days and weeks and months. You don't need to understand these symbols intellectually, they are already doing their work, already restructuring your internal landscape, already preparing you for the magnificence that awaits you. In the very center of this grove, you see it. The source of all the light, all the warmth, all the tingling energy that has been drawing you forward since you first set foot upon the starlight path. Rising from what appears to be a natural altar made of smooth, white stone that seems to glow with its own inner radiance, is a flame unlike any flame you have ever seen or imagined. It burns without fuel, without wood or wick or any visible source, yet it dances with the most beautiful, mesmerizing rhythm, its colors shifting and flowing like liquid light given form. Deep golds blend seamlessly into warm crimsons, which dance with pure whites that contain every color of the spectrum, which flow into soft, ethereal blues that seem to hold the peace of infinite skies, all of it moving in perfect harmony, never consuming, never destructive, only creating, only transforming, only revealing the infinite potential that exists in every moment of every day of every life. This is the flame of eternal becoming, the sacred fire that burns within every living thing, the source of all manifestation, all creation, all transformation. As you approach it, you feel your heart beginning to resonate with its rhythm, your breathing naturally slowing to match its gentle dance, your entire nervous system recalibrating itself to match its frequency of peace and power. This flame, you understand without anyone needing to tell you, is not separate from you. It is not something you need to reach for or strive to obtain or prove yourself worthy of receiving. It is the essence of who you are, the power that has always been yours, simply waiting for this moment when you would remember, when you would recognize yourself in its eternal dance, when you would finally stop looking outside yourself for the magic that has always lived within you. The altar upon which the flame dances is carved from a single piece of crystal that seems to have been formed by the earth itself as a gift to consciousness, a perfect vessel for holding and amplifying the transformative power of this sacred fire. The crystal's surface is smooth and warm, radiating a gentle heat that you can feel even from several feet away. As you draw closer, you notice that the crystal is not empty but filled with what looks like liquid starlight, a substance that flows and eddies with currents of its own, occasionally sending up sprays of tiny sparks that dissolve into the air around the flame like cosmic snow. This liquid starlight is the concentrated essence of every wish that has ever been made, every prayer that has ever been offered, every dream that has ever been cherished by any being anywhere in any dimension. It is pure potential in its most refined form, waiting to be shaped by conscious intention into whatever reality the flame desires to create. You move closer to the altar, and as you do, you feel every cell in your body beginning to vibrate in harmony with this sacred flame. The warmth that radiates from it is not the heat that burns or overwhelms, but the warmth of pure love, of infinite acceptance, of absolute knowing that you are worthy of every dream that has ever stirred within your heart and many more dreams that you haven't even dared to dream yet. As this warmth touches your skin, penetrates through your skin, flows through your muscles and into your bones, you feel years of tension, years of doubt, years of feeling separate from your own power beginning to melt away like ice in the morning sun. Every harsh word you have ever spoken to yourself, every moment of self-doubt, every time you have made yourself smaller to make others more comfortable, all of it is being dissolved by this loving warmth, leaving in its place a deep recognition of your own inherent magnificence. You reach out your hands toward the flame, and as you do, the most remarkable thing happens. The flame reaches back towards you, extending tendrils of pure light that wrap gently around your fingers, your palms, your wrists, not binding you but embracing you, welcoming you home to yourself in the most profound way imaginable. The sensation is indescribable. Imagine the feeling of being completely understood, completely accepted, completely loved, and multiply that by infinity. Every part of you that has ever felt broken is suddenly revealed to have been perfect all along. Every dream that has ever felt impossible is suddenly revealed to be not only possible but inevitable. Every desire that has ever felt too big or too selfish or too unrealistic is suddenly revealed to be a sacred assignment from the universe itself, a specific role that only you can play in the grand symphony of creation. The flame speaks to you without words, communicating directly with that part of you that has always known the truth of your infinite potential. It bypasses your logical mind entirely, speaking instead to your heart, to your soul, to the eternal part of you that existed before you were born and will continue to exist long after you have completed this particular human adventure. The communication happens through images, feelings, knowings that plant themselves directly into your subconscious, where they will grow and flourish and bear fruit long after the story ends, long after you have returned to your ordinary waking consciousness. The flame shows you images of your life as it is meant to be, not as some distant fantasy that might someday become real if you work hard enough and prove yourself worthy enough, but as an inevitable reality that is even now taking shape around you through the power of your recognition and acceptance. Every desire you have ever held, every goal you have ever set, every vision that has ever inspired you, all of it is here in this flame, not as something you must work to achieve, but as something that is already yours, already real, already manifesting through the power of your remembering who you truly are and what you are truly capable of creating. You see yourself living in abundance that flows to you as naturally as rivers flow to the sea, abundance that comes not from struggle or competition or taking from others, but from your alignment with the infinite generosity of a universe that considers your happiness to be essential to its own joy. This abundance takes countless forms: financial resources that arrive through opportunities perfectly suited to your gifts and talents, material possessions that enhance your life without burdening your spirit, experiences that feed your soul and expand your understanding of what is possible when you allow yourself to receive the good that is always trying to reach you. The flame reveals to you relationships of extraordinary depth and beauty, connections with other souls who see you as clearly as you see yourself in this moment of perfect clarity. These relationships are built not on need or codependency but on mutual recognition of each other's divine nature, creating bonds that strengthen rather than constrain, that celebrate rather than diminish, that inspire both parties to reach for their highest potential while loving each other exactly as they are right now. You see romantic love that feels like coming home to yourself, friendships that provide shelter in every storm and celebration in every triumph, family relationships healed of old wounds and filled with new understanding. Your professional life unfolds before you in the flame's revealing light, showing you work that feels less like work and more like play, less like obligation and more like joyful expression of your unique gifts and talents. You see yourself being compensated abundantly for doing what comes naturally to you, for sharing the gifts that make you uniquely you, for contributing to the world in ways that energize rather than drain you, that align with your values rather than requiring you to compromise them. Money flows to you through multiple streams, all of them ethical and sustainable, all of them allowing you to contribute to causes and people and projects that matter to you while also providing for your own needs and desires with generous overflow. The flame shows you your health radiating from every cell of your body like its own inner sun, not as something you have to work hard to maintain but as the natural state of a being who is aligned with the life force itself. You see yourself moving through your days with energy and vitality that seem to increase rather than decrease with activity, your body strong and flexible and beautiful, a perfect vehicle for your soul's expression in this physical dimension. You sleep deeply each night and wake refreshed each morning, your body naturally knowing how to heal itself, how to maintain itself, how to thrive in every environment and every season. Your relationship with food becomes one of joy and nourishment, your relationship with movement becomes one of celebration and strength, your relationship with rest becomes one of deep restoration and renewal. But more than showing you these external manifestations, the flame reveals to you the truth of your own nature, and this revelation changes everything. You are not a person who sometimes connects to divine power. You are divine power expressing itself as a person for the sheer joy of experiencing limitation and then transcending it. You are not someone who occasionally has good ideas. You are infinite intelligence exploring itself through your unique perspective, having good ideas constantly because that is the nature of intelligence when it is not constrained by beliefs in scarcity or limitation. You are not a being who hopes for love. You are love itself, temporarily disguised as an individual for the sheer delight of discovering itself anew in every encounter, every relationship, every moment of connection with another soul. This recognition settles into your bones, into your blood, into the very fabric of your being with a rightness that you feel in every cell. Something fundamental shifts inside you, like tumblers falling into place in a cosmic lock that has finally been opened with the perfect key. You understand now that every challenge you have ever faced, every setback you have ever experienced, every moment of pain or confusion or limitation was never evidence that you were powerless or unworthy or disconnected from your dreams. Instead, all of it was the flame itself at work, burning away everything that was not truly you, clearing space for your authentic self to emerge, creating the perfect conditions for you to remember and reclaim your innate power to create reality through the force of your focused intention and unwavering faith. The flame pulses brighter now, and you feel it calling to the flame that burns within your own heart. Without hesitation, you place your hands over your chest, and immediately you feel it, your own inner flame responding, growing warmer, growing brighter, beginning to burn with the same eternal, transformative power as the flame before you. There is no separation, you realize with a joy so profound it brings tears to your eyes. There has never been any separation. The flame you see dancing before you on this altar of creation is the same flame that has always burned within you, the same flame that burns within every star in the sky, every flower in the field, every wave in the ocean, every breath you have ever taken. You are not separate from the power that creates worlds. You are that power, expressing itself uniquely as you, dreaming itself into existence as your particular life with all its challenges and triumphs and opportunities for growth and expansion. Your inner flame grows stronger with each breath you take, each breath now coming slower and deeper as your entire being relaxes into this profound recognition. The flame is not something you need to maintain or protect or feed. It is self-sustaining, eternal, indestructible. It burns whether you remember it or forget it, whether you acknowledge it or ignore it, whether you trust it or doubt it. But when you do remember, when you do acknowledge, when you do trust, then its power becomes available to you in ways that transform not just your external circumstances but your entire experience of being alive. You feel the flame spreading through your entire body now, warm and comfortable and infinitely healing. It flows down your arms like golden honey, bringing relaxation to muscles you didn't even realize were tense, bringing healing to injuries you had forgotten you were carrying, bringing strength to parts of your body that have felt weak or vulnerable. The warmth spreads across your chest, releasing all tension from your heart, allowing your lungs to breathe more deeply and freely than they have in years, filling your entire torso with a sense of expansion and lightness that makes you feel as if you could float if you chose to. The golden warmth moves down your back, melting away years of carrying burdens that were never truly yours to carry, dissolving the knots of tension that formed from trying to control outcomes that were always meant to unfold. In their perfect timing, your spine feels longer, straighter, more flexible, as if the flame has reminded your body of its natural alignment with the forces of creation. The warmth flows into your hips, your legs, your feet, grounding you in this truth, connecting you to the infinite abundance of the earth itself while simultaneously lifting your consciousness to touch the infinite expansion of the cosmos. As your body continues to relax more deeply with each passing moment, your mind also begins to settle into a state of perfect calm and clarity. The constant stream of thoughts that usually flows through your awareness begins to slow, each thought arriving with more space around it, more peace between thoughts. These thoughts that do arise feel different, somehow cleaner, clearer, more connected to truth than to fear, more aligned with possibility than with limitation. Some thoughts are about your dreams and desires, and these feel warm and exciting but not urgent or desperate. They feel like gentle reminders of all the beautiful experiences that are making their way to you even as you rest, drawn by the magnetic power of your aligned vibration. Other thoughts might be about daily concerns or responsibilities, but even these feel distant and manageable now, like items on a to-do list that belongs to someone else who is perfectly capable of handling everything that needs to be handled. You realize that you have been trying to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders when the truth is that the universe is infinitely capable of managing every detail of your life with far more grace and efficiency than your individual effort could ever achieve. This recognition brings with it a profound sense of relief, of finally being able to set down burdens you never needed to pick up in the first place. The flame before you begins to dance more slowly now, its movements becoming more fluid, more hypnotic, more perfectly synchronized with your increasingly relaxed state of being. Each flicker, each change in color, each subtle shift in its eternal dance seems designed specifically to help you relax even more deeply, to trust even more completely, to open even more fully to the transformation that is occurring within you at levels so deep you may never be consciously aware of all the healing and upgrading and realignment that is taking place. As you watch its graceful movements, you feel your eyelids becoming heavier, your breathing becoming even deeper and more regular, your entire body sinking more completely into the most comfortable position you have ever experienced. The warm, golden light of the flame seems to be reaching out now to embrace your entire being, wrapping around you like the most luxurious, soft blanket made of pure love and infinite possibility. This blanket of light penetrates through your skin, through your muscles, through your bones, reaching every cell, every atom, every quantum particle of your being with the frequency of perfect health, abundant prosperity, and unconditional love. You realize that you can feel the flame not just as warmth on your skin, but as a living presence that permeates every aspect of your existence, every thought in your mind, every feeling in your heart, every dream you have ever cherished. It is rewriting the very code of your existence, transforming limiting beliefs into limitless possibilities, changing patterns of lack into patterns of abundance, shifting frequencies of doubt into frequencies of absolute certainty. With each moment that passes, you feel yourself becoming more aligned with the truth of who you are and what you are capable of creating, more attuned to the infinite intelligence that guides your life, more trusting of the perfect timing that orchestrates every experience for your highest good. The flame whispers to you in a language that bypasses words entirely, speaking directly to your subconscious mind with messages that will continue to work within you long after you have drifted into sleep, long after you have returned to your ordinary waking consciousness, long after you have forgotten the details of this story but retained its transformative essence. It tells you that your desires are not random wants or selfish wishes but divine assignments, sacred purposes that the universe has specifically designed you to fulfill. Every dream that stirs your heart, every vision that inspires your imagination, every goal that excites your spirit is actually the universe calling to you, inviting you to participate in its ongoing creation, asking you to be the unique instrument through which it expresses certain aspects of its infinite potential. The flame reminds you that every resource you need to manifest your dreams already exists somewhere in the universe, and that your only job is to align your energy with the frequency of having what you want rather than wanting what you don't have. This is the secret that eludes so many people. They focus their attention on the absence of what they desire rather than on the feeling of already having it, and so they perpetuate the experience of absence rather than creating the experience of fulfillment. But you are learning now to feel into your desires as if they were already real, to inhabit the emotional state of your dreams fulfilled, to embody the energy of your goals achieved. The flame assures you that the same power that moves galaxies through space and grows forests from tiny seeds and beats your heart without your conscious effort is always working on your behalf, orchestrating synchronicities and opportunities and connections that will amaze you with their perfect timing and elegant simplicity. You don't need to figure out how your dreams will manifest. That is the job of infinite intelligence, which has resources and pathways and possibilities available to it that your individual mind cannot even imagine. Your job is simply to hold the vision, feel the feeling, and trust the process, knowing that what is meant for you cannot be kept from you, and what is not meant for you wouldn't truly want anyway if you could see the full picture from the universe's perspective. As these truths settle deep into your subconscious mind, you feel your conscious awareness beginning to drift, like a leaf floating gently downstream on the most peaceful river imaginable. The boundaries between your individual consciousness and the infinite consciousness that surrounds and permeates all things are beginning to soften, to blur, to dissolve entirely. This dissolution is not frightening but deeply comforting, like finally admitting that you are tired of pretending to be smaller than you actually are, tired of acting as if you are powerless when you are actually the very power that creates and sustains worlds. Your body feels completely supported now, completely relaxed, completely safe. Every muscle has released its tension, every joint has found its natural alignment, every organ is functioning in perfect harmony with every other organ. Your nervous system has recalibrated itself to a frequency of deep peace and absolute trust. Your endocrine system has balanced itself to support optimal health and vitality. Your immune system has strengthened itself with the knowledge that you are worthy of perfect well-being and radiant health. Your entire physical form has become a vessel for peace, a temple for transformation, a perfect receiver for all the abundance and joy and love that are flowing to you even now from dimensions you cannot see but can definitely feel. Your mind, too, is settling into the most peaceful state you have ever experienced. Thoughts continue to drift by occasionally, like clouds across a vast, clear sky, and you observe them without attachment, without need to hold on to them or push them away. Some thoughts are pleasant, some are neutral, but none of them have the power to disturb your deep sense of peace and well-being. Any concerns about tomorrow or next week or next year feel completely irrelevant now, as if they belong to a different person entirely, someone you used to be but are no longer. In their place is a deep knowing that everything is working out perfectly, that every detail of your life is being handled by a wisdom far greater than your logical mind, and that your only job is to rest in this trust and allow the magic to unfold. The flame continues its slow, hypnotic dance, and now you notice that its light is beginning to extend beyond the altar, beyond the grove of ancient trees, spreading out in all directions until it encompasses the entire landscape of this magical realm. The rolling hills, the singing flowers, the starlight path you walked upon, all of it is bathed in the warm, transformative glow of the eternal flame, and you understand that this entire reality exists within you, that this flame and this power and this infinite potential are not separate from you but are the very essence of your being. The truth of who you have always been beneath all the layers of conditioning and limitation that you picked up in the process of becoming human. You feel yourself beginning to merge with this landscape of infinite possibility, your consciousness expanding beyond the boundaries of your individual identity to embrace the vastness of all that you are capable of being and creating. The sensation is not overwhelming but deeply familiar, like finally remembering a beautiful dream that you had almost forgotten, like coming home to a place you never knew you had been missing. You are not losing yourself in this expansion, you are finding yourself, discovering aspects of your own nature that have always been there, waiting for this moment of recognition, this moment of integration, this moment of conscious reunion with your own infinite potential. Your breathing continues to slow and deepen, each exhale releasing you more completely from any need to control or figure out or make anything happen. The flame is handling all of that now, working through your relaxed subconscious mind to rearrange the very fabric of your reality in alignment with your highest good and your deepest desires. You don't need to think about how this works or when it will happen or what you need to do differently tomorrow. All you need to do is rest in this knowing, let this truth settle into every part of your being, and allow yourself to drift into the most peaceful, restorative sleep you have ever experienced. The light of the flame seems to be pulsing now in perfect rhythm with your heart, and you realize that this rhythm is the same rhythm that governs the turning of the planets, the changing of the seasons, the blooming of flowers and the falling of rain, the birth of stars and the formation of galaxies. You are not separate from the intelligence that orchestrates all of this cosmic perfection, you are an integral part of it, a unique and essential expression of the same creative force that speaks universes into existence and dreams realities into being. Your individual heartbeat is part of the universal heartbeat, your personal desires are part of the universal desire for growth and expansion and joy, Your specific dreams are part of the universal dream of infinite possibility exploring itself through countless unique perspectives. As this recognition deepens, you feel any remaining tension or concern or effort dissolving completely, like salt disappearing into warm water. Your entire being becomes fluid, receptive, open to receiving all the good that the universe has been preparing for you since the moment you were born, since the moment you first drew breath and began this incredible adventure of conscious creation. Your desires are no longer things you hope for or work toward, they are things you know are already yours, already real, already on their way to you through pathways that are more elegant and efficient than anything your logical mind could have devised. The flame before you is beginning to pulse even more slowly now, its light growing softer and more diffuse, creating the perfect atmosphere for the deep, healing sleep that your body and mind are craving. You can feel yourself sinking more completely into comfort with each gentle pulse of light, your muscles releasing any memory of tension, your thoughts becoming more and more distant, like voices heard from very far away across a peaceful landscape that stretches to infinity in every direction. The ancient trees around you seem to be leaning in closer now, their branches creating an even more intimate and protective space, their leaves rustling with a sound like the gentlest lullaby ever composed. This sound mingles with the soft crackling of the eternal flame, creating a symphony of peace that resonates in perfect harmony with your slowing heartbeat and deepening breath. This is the sound of creation itself, the underlying vibration from which all realities emerge, and as you listen to it, you feel yourself becoming more and more aligned with its frequency, more and more attuned to the infinite intelligence that guides your life with perfect wisdom and unconditional love. You notice now that the warm, golden light of the flame is beginning to concentrate itself around you specifically, as if the flame recognizes you as its most beloved child, its perfect expression, its greatest creation. The light wraps around you like liquid gold, seeping through your skin, flowing through your bloodstream, saturating every cell with the frequency of infinite abundance, perfect health, radiant joy, and unconditional love. As this light moves through your body, you feel it healing every part of you that has ever felt broken, energizing every part of you that has ever felt depleted, and awakening every part of you that has ever felt dormant or unused or forgotten. Your eyelids are becoming so heavy now that it requires effort to keep them open, and you realize that there is no need for such effort, no reason to resist the natural pull toward deep, restorative rest. The flame will continue its work whether your eyes are open or closed, whether you are awake or asleep, whether you are consciously participating or simply allowing. In fact, the deeper you relax, the more effective its work becomes, as it gains access to layers of your being that are only available when your conscious mind steps aside and allows your subconscious wisdom to take the lead. You let your eyes close completely now, and immediately you feel yourself sinking even deeper into comfort, deeper into peace, deeper into trust. Behind your closed eyelids, you can still see the gentle glow of the flame, but now it seems to be coming from within you rather than from the altar before you. Your inner flame and the eternal flame have merged completely, become one unified field of creative potential, and you understand that they were never separate to begin with. This merging is not something that has happened just now, it is something you are finally allowing yourself to notice, to accept, to embody fully without reservation or doubt. The warm, comfortable weight of deep relaxation is settling over your entire body now, starting at the top of your head and flowing downward like the most luxurious, heavy blanket you can imagine, but a blanket made of pure comfort rather than physical material. Your scalp feels completely relaxed, every muscle in your face releasing its tension, your forehead becoming smooth and peaceful, your eyes soft behind your closed lids. The muscles of your jaw unclench completely, your tongue resting comfortably in your mouth, your neck and shoulders letting go of any remaining tension as the warm weight of relaxation continues to flow downward through your body like honey, like liquid sunlight, like the most perfect temperature of water flowing over every inch of your being. Your arms feel so heavy and comfortable now, resting at your sides like they are made of the most comfortable weight you can imagine, perfectly supported by whatever surface they are resting upon, requiring no effort to maintain their position, no conscious attention to keep them relaxed. Your chest rises and falls with breath that comes so naturally, so effortlessly, that it seems like the rhythm of the earth itself is breathing through you, like your lungs have remembered how to work in perfect harmony with the breathing of the universe. Your heart beats steadily and calmly, pumping not just blood but liquid light through every vessel in your body, delivering the frequency of your desires to every cell, every tissue, every organ, ensuring that your entire physical form is being updated and upgraded and aligned with your highest potential. The warm weight of deep comfort continues to flow down through your torso, releasing your back completely, allowing your spine to settle into perfect alignment without any effort on your part. Every vertebra finds its natural position, every disc cushions itself perfectly, every muscle along your spine releases years of accumulated tension from trying to hold yourself up, trying to keep yourself together, trying to manage everything with your individual effort. Your hips release completely, settling into the most comfortable position they have ever been in, your pelvis aligning itself naturally with the rest of your body. Your legs become heavy and comfortable, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, all of it releasing into perfect relaxation, your feet completely comfortable against whatever surface they are resting upon. Your entire body has become a vessel for peace, a temple for transformation, a perfect receiver for all the abundance and joy and love that are flowing to you even now from dimensions you cannot see but can definitely feel. Every cell in your body is vibrating at the frequency of perfect health. Every atom is spinning in harmony with the creative force of the universe. Every quantum particle is aligned with the infinite intelligence that knows exactly how to manifest your desires in the most beautiful and effortless way possible. Your mind, too, is settling into the most peaceful state you have ever experienced. The constant chatter of thoughts that usually fills your awareness has quieted to barely a whisper, and even those few thoughts that do arise feel gentle and peaceful, like soft clouds drifting across an endless sky of serene blue. Any concerns about your daily life, your responsibilities, your challenges, all of these feel distant and manageable now, as if they belong to someone else entirely, someone who you care about but who is perfectly capable of handling whatever needs to be handled without any input from you right now. In this profound state of relaxation, your subconscious mind becomes like the most fertile garden that has ever existed, perfectly prepared soil where every seed of intention you have ever planted can now take root and flourish beyond your wildest dreams. The warm light of your inner flame provides the perfect conditions for this growth, the ideal temperature and illumination for transformation to occur at the deepest possible level. Each desire you have ever held, each dream you have ever cherished, each vision of a better life that has ever stirred your heart, all of these are now being nourished by this sacred fire, growing stronger and more real with each breath you take as you rest in this perfect state of receptivity. The flame shows you more visions now, more glimpses of the reality that is even now crystallizing around you like a beautiful dream, becoming more and more solid, more and more real with each passing moment. You see yourself waking each morning with a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that each day brings new opportunities to experience the abundance that flows to you as naturally as morning dew forms on grass, as naturally as the sun rises to greet each new day with its gift of light and warmth. You move through your days with a confidence and grace that comes from knowing, really knowing deep in your bones, that you are supported by forces so vast and loving that there is nothing you need to fear and nothing you cannot accomplish when you align yourself with the flow of universal intelligence. You see yourself surrounded by people who reflect back to you the love and respect and admiration that you have finally learned to give to yourself unconditionally. These relationships flow easily and harmoniously, built on mutual appreciation and shared growth rather than need or codependency or the attempt to get something from others that you believe you lack within yourself. You give from your overflow rather than your lack, sharing your gifts and your joy and your abundance freely because you know that the universe is infinitely generous and that there is always more than enough for everyone. You receive with open arms rather than closed fists, allowing yourself to be blessed and celebrated and supported because you finally understand that your worthiness is not something you need to earn but something that is inherent in your very existence. The flame reveals to you scenes of your professional life transformed completely, work that feels less like work and more like play, less like obligation and more like joyful expression of the unique gifts that only you possess. You see yourself being compensated abundantly for doing what comes naturally to you, for sharing the talents that make you uniquely valuable, for contributing to the world in ways that energize rather than drain you, that align with your values rather than requiring you to compromise your integrity. Money flows to you through multiple streams, all of them ethical and sustainable and aligned with your highest good, all of them allowing you to contribute to causes and people and projects that matter to you while also providing for your own needs and desires with generous overflow that allows you to live in comfort and freedom and joy. Your health radiates from every cell of your body in these visions, not as something you have to work hard to maintain through constant vigilance and effort, but as the natural state of a being who is aligned with the life force itself, who is in harmony with the intelligence that knows exactly how to create and maintain perfect health in every living thing. You move through your days with energy and vitality that seem to increase rather than decrease with activity, your body strong and flexible and beautiful, a perfect vehicle for your soul's expression in this physical dimension. You sleep deeply each night and wake refreshed each morning, your body naturally knowing how to heal itself, how to maintain itself, how to thrive in every environment and every season without you needing to micromanage or worry or constantly monitor its condition. As these images flow through your increasingly relaxed consciousness, you feel them settling into your subconscious mind not as fantasies or wishes or distant possibilities that might someday become real if you're lucky, but as blueprints, as templates, as the energetic structures around which your new reality will organize itself with mathematical precision and perfect timing. The flame ensures that every detail is perfectly calibrated to your highest good, perfectly timed for your optimal growth and development, perfectly designed to bring you the greatest joy and the deepest sense of fulfillment while also contributing to the good of all beings everywhere. Your breathing continues to slow and deepen with each moment that passes, each breath now taking so long that it feels like you are breathing with the rhythm of geological time, the slow, majestic pace at which mountains rise from the earth and rivers carve their channels through solid stone. With each of these deep, slow breaths, you feel yourself letting go of more and more of the surface concerns that seemed so important just hours ago, allowing yourself to sink into connection with the deeper currents that move your life, the vast intelligence that orchestrates synchronicities and arranges encounters and opens pathways with a wisdom that far surpasses anything your individual mind could devise. The flame pulsates even more slowly now, its light growing softer and more diffuse, creating the perfect ambience for the deepest level of rest and restoration your body and mind have ever experienced. Each pulse sends waves of healing energy through every system of your body, optimizing your cellular function at the quantum level, balancing your brain chemistry for maximum peace and clarity and joy, harmonizing your energy field with the frequencies of abundance and love and infinite possibility that are your natural birthright as a divine being having a human experience. As you drift even deeper into this state of perfect receptivity, you begin to experience yourself not just as an individual person receiving benefits from some external source, but as consciousness itself, infinite awareness playing at being an individual for the pure joy and adventure of it. You are not a small, separate self trying to get something from a vast, impersonal universe. You are the universe itself, experiencing its own infinite creativity through the unique perspective that you provide, dreaming itself into existence as your particular life with all its opportunities for growth and expansion and joy. This recognition brings with it a profound sense of relief, of homecoming, of finally remembering something precious that you had forgotten but never truly lost. The boundaries between yourself and the magical landscape around you continue to dissolve, until you cannot tell where your consciousness ends and the consciousness of the trees begins, where your energy field ends and the energy field of the eternal flame begins, where your dreams end and the dreams of the universe begin. This dissolution is not frightening but deeply comforting, like finally admitting that you are tired of pretending to be smaller than you actually are, tired of acting as if you are powerless when you are actually the very power that creates and sustains worlds. The sounds around you in this magical realm begin to fade into an even gentler whisper, the rustling leaves now sounding like the softest lullaby ever composed, the distant flowing water like the most peaceful meditation music that has ever been heard. Even the gentle crackling of the eternal flame becomes so subtle that you have to strain to hear it, though you can still feel its warmth, still sense its presence, still know that it continues its perfect work within you even as your conscious awareness drifts further and further from the shores of waking thought and closer to the infinite ocean of deep, restorative sleep. Time seems to slow down even further in the space between sleeping and waking, each moment stretching out like honey poured from a great height, thick and golden and impossibly sweet. You have nowhere else to be, nothing else to do, no one else to please or impress or worry about. This moment is yours, this peace is yours, this transformation is yours. The flame has given you permission to rest completely in the knowledge that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do, becoming exactly who you need to become, and that everything else is being handled by intelligence far greater than your individual mind could ever comprehend. In this timeless space, the flame begins to show you the deeper mysteries, the ancient truths that mystics and sages have spent lifetimes learning to understand. You see that time is not linear but spiral, that every moment contains every other moment, that your future self already exists in a state of perfect fulfillment and is reaching back through time to help you remember who you truly are and what you are truly capable of creating. You see that space is not empty but full, pregnant with infinite possibilities that await only your recognition to spring into manifestation like flowers blooming in fast forward. You see that matter is not solid but energy, dancing patterns of light and consciousness that respond to your thoughts and feelings and beliefs with perfect accuracy and unfailing consistency. These revelations do not overwhelm you but comfort you, settling into your awareness like missing pieces of a puzzle you have been working on your entire life. Everything begins to make sense, why some things have been easy for you and others more challenging, why certain people have appeared in your life at exactly the right moments, why challenges have sometimes led to your greatest breakthroughs and disappointments have sometimes opened doors to experiences more wonderful than what you originally thought you wanted. You see the perfect intelligence behind everything that has ever happened to you, the loving guidance that has been present in every experience even when you couldn't see it at the time. Your breathing continues to slow and deepen, each breath now taking so long that it feels like you are breathing with the rhythm of the cosmos itself, inhaling stars and exhaling galaxies, drawing in pure potential and releasing anything that is not aligned with your highest good. With each of these cosmic breaths, you feel yourself letting go of more and more identification with your individual story, your personal history, your collection of roles and responsibilities, allowing yourself to sink into the truth of what you are beyond all of these temporary identities. The flame pulsates even more slowly now, its rhythm so gentle and hypnotic that it seems to be synchronized with the beating of your heart, which has also slowed to match this cosmic rhythm of peace and trust and infinite love. Each pulse sends waves of transformation through your entire being, upgrading your cellular programming, updating your mental software, aligning every aspect of your existence with the frequency of your fulfilled desires and your highest potential. You can feel this work happening at levels so deep that your conscious mind cannot even perceive it, but you trust it completely because you know that this intelligence that guides the flame is the same intelligence that beats your heart and digests your food and grows your hair and heals your cuts without any conscious effort on your part. As you drift even deeper into this state of perfect receptivity, you begin to experience yourself as pure awareness, consciousness without boundaries, love without conditions, potential without limitations. Your individual identity feels like a costume you have been wearing for so long that you almost forgot it was just clothing, but now you remember that beneath the costume is your true self, infinite and eternal and absolutely free. This remembering doesn't make you feel lost or confused but found, centered, complete in a way you have never experienced before. The magical landscape around you seems to be breathing with you now, pulsing with the same rhythm as your heart and the flame, creating a unified field of peace and love and infinite possibility that encompasses everything you can see and everything you cannot see, everything you can imagine and everything beyond imagination. You are not in this landscape, you are this landscape, dreaming yourself as a person who is discovering the truth of what they are, playing the cosmic game of hide-and-seek with yourself and finally being ready to be found. Your last coherent thoughts are waves of gratitude so profound they seem to reshape the very fabric of space and time around you. Gratitude for this moment of recognition, gratitude for the long journey that brought you here, gratitude for every person and circumstance and challenge that helped you develop the strength and wisdom and openness necessary to receive this gift of remembering. Gratitude for your body and its perfect service, carrying you through this life with such patience and resilience. Gratitude for your mind and its wonderful capacity for growth and learning and expansion. Gratitude for your heart and its infinite ability to love and be loved, to feel joy and share joy, to recognize beauty and create beauty wherever it goes. Gratitude for every moment of pain that taught you compassion, every moment of confusion that led to clarity, every moment of fear that ultimately revealed courage you didn't know you possessed. Gratitude for every teacher who appeared in your life, whether they came in the form of wise mentors or challenging opponents, whether they offered gentle guidance or difficult lessons, all of them perfect instruments of your growth and awakening. Gratitude for every dream that has stirred your heart, every vision that has inspired your imagination, every desire that has called you forward into greater expression of who you are meant to be. And then, even these thoughts of gratitude fade into the background as you surrender completely to the most restful, most restorative, most transformative sleep you have ever experienced. Your subconscious mind remains perfectly open to all the healing and upgrading and realignment that continues to flow through you like a river of liquid light, while your conscious mind releases completely into dreams that will reinforce and integrate everything you have experienced and remembered in the sacred time. The eternal flame burns on, its work now operating at the deepest levels of your being, in dimensions and layers of your existence that you didn't even know existed. It is transforming old patterns that no longer serve you, dissolving limiting beliefs that have kept you small, installing new programming that aligns with your divine nature and your infinite potential. It is clearing pathways for abundance to flow into your life, removing blocks to joy and love and creativity, and creating the perfect energetic conditions for all your desires to manifest in the most beautiful and harmonious way possible. You sleep deeply and peacefully, held safely in the arms of a universe that loves you beyond measure and supports your dreams beyond your wildest imagination. Every breath you take as you sleep draws in more of this transformative energy. Every beat of your heart circulates it through your entire being. Every moment of rest allows it to work more deeply and completely. You are safe here in this cocoon of cosmic love, protected and cherished and celebrated as the precious, unique, irreplaceable expression of divine creativity that you are. As you rest, your reality reshapes itself around the truth of who you have remembered yourself to be. Opportunities align themselves with your gifts and talents, people position themselves to support your growth and success, resources organize themselves to flow into your experience exactly when you need them. The universe conspires on your behalf while you sleep, arranging synchronicities and orchestrating encounters that will delight and amaze you when you wake into your new reality. Sleep now, and let the magic work through the night and into the dawn of your transformed life. Sleep now, and trust that you are waking into a world that reflects the magnificence you have discovered within yourself. Sleep now, knowing that the flame of eternal becoming burns forever within you, ready to transform any limitation into infinite possibility, any challenge into opportunity for growth, any dream into manifest reality whenever you choose to remember and align with its perfect, eternal, unconditional love. Rest deeply, dream beautifully, and wake tomorrow as the conscious creator you have always been, ready to live the life you came here to live, ready to be the person you came here to be, ready to create the reality you came here to experience. The flame burns on, and you are one with its eternal dance of becoming, now and always, in this moment and in every moment to come.